Welcome to the Community Assessment of Tarpon Springs presented by Fidanka Georgiev. The objectives that will be addressed in these presentations are history overview, community analysis of structure, population, environment, health-related resources, government, community problems, and global community issues. Tarpon Springs, once known as the Venice of the South, is the oldest city in Pinellas County and is located along the Anclote River where it intersects with the Gulf of Mexico. One of the earliest pioneers in the areas were Hamilton Distant and Ensign Safford, who contribute a lot to the acceleration and development of Tarpon Springs. Thanks to the founding of the commercial sponge industry in 1890, the city changed forever, and the founder of it was John Cheney, who was Tarpon Springs businessman at this time. Sponge business grew up so much that Tarpon Springs became the largest sponge port in the United States. In 1905, John Corcoris introduced the first mechanized sponge fishing boat to Tarpon Springs and brought in 500 divers from the Greek islands, who expanded and refined the industry. And because of the community had a big Greek cultural background and influence, the need to keep with this culture made many Greeks open restaurants, shops, coffee houses, and grocery stores to serve the community. Around 1920s, the city was very successful as many businesses were growing. The sponging became replaced in tourism since 1940, and up to today, this is the primary economic activity in the city of Tarpon Springs. Today, the city of Tarpon Springs has total area of 16.9 square miles and is home to over 24,600 residents. Thousands of visitors come to the city each year to enjoy the outdoors as to play around here, golf, fishing, swimming, and enjoying beautiful beaches. The world-famous Sponge Docks is the place to experience Greek culture and enjoy Greek food. Visiting Tarpon Springs is like visiting Greece without leaving Florida. Tarpon Springs is a historic small city with a mixture of a Greek, Victorian, and Floridian architectures. The housing choices today include single-family homes, townhomes, condominiums, apartments, villas, and mobile homes. As per United States Census Bureau, the city has approximately 12,400 housing units for year 2010. Majority of the homes are located in suburbs, and they are 1 or 2 stories and very well maintained. South of downtown area, there are also public housing established to provide the safe housing for people with low incomes, elderly, and people with disabilities. There is also a homeless shelters that can help the one they need, like provide daily needs, help with the job, research assistance, and other basic necessary services. The place is supported mainly by volunteers and local church parishes. Estimated median house or condo value for 2015 it is $186,619 as per United States Census Bureau. Tarpon Springs offers many excellent schools that promote well-rounded education from pre-kindergarten to college, and they are some of the best ones in the county as per grade school websites. Those schools allow students to choose from a variety of academic and elective classes. One of the St. Petersburg College campuses is also located in Tarpon Springs, which offers undergraduate and graduate education, and it is nationally recognized for excellence in education. Tarpon Springs Public Library is located downtown and offers many free programs and activities to the Pinellas County residents, as well as a free internet access. The spiritual lives of local residents are served by a variety of churches. One of the most famous ones is St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Cathedral, which is special to the residents of the city, mainly because it's preserving the local culture and tradition and can be considered to be a special interest for the visitors too. The churches provide many outreach programs like school supplies for children, food and shelters for needy, basic health preventive programs, and others. Tarpon Springs is a hub for the arts, and the area's cultural venues offers exhibits and performances throughout the year. An important structure of the city is the Sponge Docks, which offers a wide variety of shops and restaurants serving traditional Greek food. Tarpon Springs is a place where visitors can explore the area's natural environment, as they can rent a charter boats for fishing or just excursions, visit local aquariums, or buying a local famous sponges. The sponge docks are one of the most famous places for tourists, which has large impact on the city's economy. The transportation is provided mainly by Pasco and Pinellas transportations. There are so many brick roads in Tarpon Springs, which need a continuous maintenance to keep with the appearances of the city. The main roads are Alternate 19 and US 19. And additional very popular road is Pinellas Trail, where residents and visitors can enjoy walking, running, skateboarding, and biking. Pinellas Trails crosses through many streets in the city, and this can affect the safety and can be a risk for the walkers, bicyclists, and runners, which can be taken in consideration to the city, and more safety precautions to be implemented. From the windshield survey, we observed that Tarpon Springs has many produce and food stores, which are plenty to satisfy the population's needs, and also they are big assets to the community. As of 2015, the recorded population is 24,606, which is increased with a 4.6 since 2010. Tarpon Springs has the highest percentage of Greek Americans in any city in the United States. People over 65 and older, 24.3%, which increases the risk for developing health problems like cardiovascular disease, cancer, and other chronic conditions. This means that the need for healthcare services will increase too. Unemployment for Tarpon Springs of 2015 is 4.7 compared to the 5.4 Florida, which is significantly below but is still a burden for the communities. The people without health insurance ages under 65 is 21.2%, which means that less preventive measures will be taken in consideration and more chronic disease will be common for those people. The people with higher education has been shown to have less health problems compared to the ones with lower education, mainly because they use more preventive measures. People graduating high school are in Tarpon Springs is like 88.8% for the period 2011-2015, and baccalaureate degree are higher, 26.3%. Cancer and cardiovascular disease are among the leading causes of death in the population of Tarpon Springs, as well as in Florida too. Confirmation of this can be obtained from the windshield survey of the community, and also statistics from the Florida Health Department. Major risk factors are tobacco use, obesity, and not enough physical activities. The community needs to increase the education among the children, teenagers, and adults, and to provide different programs for cessation of nicotine and healthy living. Tarpon Springs also offers different sports activities like fishing, boating, swimming, and scuba diving, as well as there are many parks where nature can be explored. One of the most famous parks is Fred Howard Park, which is favored for its beautiful beach, activities for the kids, shelters, canoe, kayaks, boat launching, windsurfing, areas for fishing, and many others. Many festivals and events are held in the city of Tarpon Springs, which offers many opportunities to explore the history and culture. Tarpon Springs has their own police and fire departments and are supported by Pinellas County EMS. The officers are specialized in crime, code enforcement, detectives, youth center, training, and others. The firefighters' main job is to provide safety and well-being to the public. The main phone number for any emergencies is 911, and most of the calls respond within 7.5 minutes driving time. The city of Tarpon Springs has many healthcare related resources and availabilities to serve the community. The acute facility is Florida Hospital of North Pinellas, which is specializing in cardiovascular medicine, orthopedics, oncology, general surgery, and has a 24 hours emergency services. There are many outpatient facilities that serve the community. Um, and also there is a many assisting living facilities that it can be home for many elderlies. From the Healthy People 2020 objectives, I choose to one of it is to reduce the initiation of tobacco use among children, adolescents, and young adults. Mainly because Tarpon Springs is number 3 on the list of the top 101 counties with the highest percentage of our residents that smoked 100 plus cigarettes in their lives. The second one is prevent inappropriate weight gain in youth and adults. There is an increase in obesity in area, which is causing more health problems to the community. And the third one is increasing proportion of persons who participate in behaviors that reduce their exposure to harmful ultraviolet irradiation and avoid sunburn. Skin cancer being one of the most common cancer diagnosed, it is very important to take a preventive measures for it. The Board of Commissioners consists of 5 officials, which are elected at large by the Tarpon Springs citizens and serve 3 years of terms. They are accountable and responsible to make decisions regarding the local governments. City council meetings are scheduled twice a week and are open to the public, and the commissioners are receptive to the public input, and they can be reached by phone, email, or in person. Overall, community problems are tobacco use, obesity, shortage of homeless shelters, limited handicapped accesses, healthcare accesses, physical inactivity. Most of those problems are observed throughout the windshield survey last month. Global community issue that I'd like to address is the poverty, which is a global issue for humans all throughout the history and continues to be a problem today as well as in Tarpon Springs. Poverty in Tarpon Springs who live with the income below the poverty level are account for 18.6% compared to the state of Florida 21.1. 30% in poverty ones are with less than high school educations. People living in poverty are found to have a poor health, low productivity, increased crime, which lead to lower graduation rates and less employment rates. This affects the prosperity and the economic development of the community. Promoting education and improving health systems can be a great start to fight the global poverties. The public health nurses have many roles in acting as supporters, collaborators, educators, policymakers, and researchers in the area of health promotion and prevention. Definitely increases their value in the communities. End of the presentations, and thank you for watching it.